Hello, and welcome to this text box and text assembly tutorial. In this tutorial, we will cover creating a text assembly in a text box, adjusting the size of the text assembly in text boxes, explaining some of the justifications and customizations available, how to change the string, and a fundamental difference between a text assembly versus a text box. This video also assumes you have watched either the Getting Started with JavaScript or Getting Started with TypeScript videos. All code examples shown will be in JavaScript. First, let's create and open a new project in Incisor. Once open, navigate to project.main.js in the project code folder of your project. A text assembly and text box have many similarities. They both have the ability to have their font, scale, alignment, wrap mode, and many other parameters set. They also have a fairly fundamental difference, which we will discuss soon. We are going to start with a completely blank project, so please delete everything in the init function of the project main.js file. In the init function, create a new text assembly. You can set the string of the text assembly directly. In this example, we will set the string to text assembly string. We are going to set the color multiply of the created text assembly to 1001. This will change the text to red. We will also move the text assembly up by 200 units. We will now save to update the live view. Similarly, we will create a new text box, set its string to text box string, and set its color multiply to 0101, making it green, then moving it down 200 units. The different colors and strings are for demonstrative purposes only. In both the text assembly and text box, we can set the box width or box height of both types of objects. This can be set in the text section of the object inspector when you select your text assembly or text box. If either box width or box height are set to 0, then the text assembly and text box will be unbound in that direction. This means the text assembly and text box will expand in those directions so that the full string is shown. You can set all parameters either through code or through the object inspector. Please note any changes made through the object inspector will be lost upon refresh. We will set the box width to 500 and the box height to 250. By changing either the horizontal or vertical justifications, we can ensure that our string is shown exactly how we want it to be. By changing the box width to 250, we can explore how to get our text to always show up in a given size. When setting a box width or box height, you can also set if you want the string to wrap or scale to fit in the described areas. When we turn off wrap to fit and leave the scale to fit enabled, it will shrink the text to be visible within the bounds you set. When we turn off scale to fit and turn on wrap to fit, you can see the text wrap to the next line. Now let's undo these changes. Using the object inspector in Incisor, we can see one inherent difference between a text assembly and a text box. In a text assembly, each character is a separate object in the hierarchy. This means each character in the string can have its position, scale, rotation, effect controllers, and many other aspects edited independently from other characters. Let's move and scale up the A. This provides the ability to customize each character individually at the cost of more objects in the hierarchy. In a text box, all characters in a string are treated as a single hierarchy object. In general, the fewer objects in your project, the better your project will perform. This allows a lightweight way to show long strings that does not add unnecessary objects to your project. However, you will not be able to edit the position, scale, rotation, etc. of individual characters in a text box. A further difference is how you edit the strings through the object inspector. Both the text assembly and a text box can have their strings edited from the string field in the text section in the object inspector. Let's edit the string of the text box first. Now we can edit the string of the text assembly. Please note that when you edit a string in this way, any scale and position changes you have made to individual characters will be reset. With a text box, you can also edit the string through a cursor or mouse by changing the text box edit mode. Now when selecting the text box, you can type directly into the text box to update its string. This concludes the text assembly and text box tutorial. Don't forget to check out www.incisordevdocumentation.com for more tutorial videos, and feel free to leave questions and feedback on Stack Overflow and our subreddit. Enjoy creating with Incisor.